Hello and welcome everyone to another one of my videos in which we are coding VST plugins. And today I want to talk about the topic code structure, and especially I want to talk about the constants that are not related to the whole universe like pi or something like that, but just to the project that you're currently working on. I also like to call them axioms because they are like the things that you expect to be true for this particular context and that you are just defining to be true, even though they might not be true for a different context. Just like an axiom when you are starting a discussion and you just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page to begin with, so things don't get too hairy with the details. I will show you how I approached these kind of things in the past, why I feel like it didn't work and what I did then, and I will show you this at a real life example, and then we can start a discussion in the comments in which you tell me if you like my approach or not, or what kind of approaches you had with these kind of things, or potential that you see in some approaches that you haven't tried yet, maybe even, I don't know. Anyway, let's get started. This is the part of my code where I instantiate all of the parameters that are special to this specific project. And this is currently part of my plugin Hammer und Meißel. For example, here is a parameter called Modal Spreizung, and it has a range between -2 and 2. And here is a parameter called Modal Spreizung Envelope, which has a range of -4 to 4. So as you can see, this range is just twice of this range. That's basically because this parameter describes the depth of a modulator in regard to this parameter. So you can imagine if the Modalspreizung parameter is currently on -2, then you need to have a range of 4 to let the modulator go to the completely other side. This is my voice header, and this is currently the place where we can see how the parameters are being used in the actual modal filter. This is the part where I am adding the Modalspreizung parameter to the envelope value that is already gained with the envelope itself, and then it is limited back into range. And now I want to ask you one thing. Did you just notice my mistake? If you notice my mistake, then you can write a comment that says, "Yay, I noticed your mistake." Or you could not, I don't know. Anyway, the mistake is that this is supposed to say -2 and 2 and not -1 and 1. This is actually a mistake that I had earlier today when I was working on this project. I was thinking that it's the same as with the Kraft parameter that actually has a -1 to 1 range. So I didn't even see that I was just using the wrong constants all the time. Lately I started to always make an axiom header for every bigger topic that I have in my project. So here's the Modal 2 folder with all of the modal filter files, and this also has an axiom header, and it is in the Modal 2 namespace. And you can see I already added two constants here called Spreizung min and Spreizung max, and now I can just go ahead to my voice and say, okay, this should not be -2 but Spreizung min and Spreizung max. And now you can see I have outsourced the responsibility to define what kind of number should be there out from this voice header towards the axiom header of the modal filter. And that's pretty cool because now I can also go to the parameter CPP and also tell it that this should be Spreizung min and Spreizung max. And even more, I can also tell this to be Spreizung min times 2 and Spreizung max times 2. Now you see that this is still redlined like an error because I didn't include the axiom header from the modal filter into this file yet. So if we go up here to the includes, we can say include, and then I can go to the folder that includes the axiom. As you can see, it looks a little bit different than the other includes because the other includes are all about stuff that is more of a general nature, something that will be the same for all kinds of different plugin projects that use the parameter CPP file. Whenever I start a new project, we will always have all of these includes, and this include is the only one that is an exception because in the next project I might not use the same modal filter code as in this project, as it's pretty specific to this project. I don't have a solution for that yet, so I think my approach is definitely good, but I feel like there could be something that makes it even better and I'm just not seeing it. Maybe that's also part of why I made this video. Maybe someone has a cool idea. Yeah, let me know what you think.